Salam Habibi, how are you all? I hope you are fine. It's me, Michael Asizar Sanda. I'm here with you. As you have read the title, you have to know that we are roasting again our Tulsi Gabbard, the United States Security Department, National Security Intelligence Director. And now our topic is Iranian terrorist air group, air force. And now here I am to saying that what we are roasting the points. Okay. Now this is the beautiful points that we are going to roast her because of she is failed in the topic to counter the Iranian terrorist airplane. Now what is the case? I will tell you something. Okay. And now here is the points I want to share with you. And today it is the live with probable 3 minutes, or I think mostly it would be the 30 minutes. Okay, let's have the finds. Well, here is the points. United States CIA Director Tulsi Gabbard with Central Intelligence Agency intelligence report. Now topic is that Iranian terrorist air force. Well, here we have a 5 file. Okay. Now let's have a control 0. Now here is for file number 0. It is file number 1. It is file number 2. And it is file number 3. And it is file number 4. And now, as file number 0, I am talking about the direct route to Texas. Now, point number 1, I would talk the points about I would talk the via route Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, India, Tokyo, Japan, Cape Town, South Africa, Buenos Aires, Argentina. And point number 2, I would talking about the probable points with a single velocity. Point number 3, we were talking about the via route Dhaka, Bangladesh, Beijing, China, Venezuela. And the last point, we would about the route with the single velocity. Now, in the 5 file, there is a one common. And common is that here we are talking about the departure Tehran, Iran, and the arrival airport is Texas City, the Texas provincial state, United States. Now let's talk about the direct route. As Iranian terrorist air force, here is the departure Tehran, Iran. And here is the arrival, and that is the Texas City, Texas, the United States of America. When here is the direct distance, and that is 11,980 kilometers. Now, within a single route, we have a single travel time. And what is that? That is 14 hours 35 minutes. Oh my Adonai. Perhaps there are some mistakes. Let me check about it. Uh, okay. Now here we have points. 14. What is 14 hour? 14 hours is, now we know 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Therefore 14 hours means 540 seconds. Well, I mean 50,400 seconds. Now, if we add 5 minutes, then what would be that? 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Therefore, 35 minutes is equal to 2,100 seconds. And now here is 52,500 seconds. Okay. We have the match. And now here is the points. As we assume in every point, Iranian terrorist air force is K0. Iranian terrorist air bombing plane with contain the weight of 168,250 kilograms. Well, and let's have a point. Now we have a distance, we have a timetable, we have a travel time, we have a weight. Now let's find that what is kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist airplane. Well, now still, while Iran is a radical Islamic, okay. Now, while Iran is a radical Islamic regime, hence petrol would be the original fuel of every Iranian vehicle, because first of all they are prohibited to have any nuclear project, because they have 50,000 kilowatt for nuclear project. That means they want to generate nuclear weapons, and they doesn't know what is the solar energy. They does not have any water energy. They does not have any gas energy. So what is the mineral source to electricity? The mineral source of electricity or energy is a petrol. Well, therefore I want to calculate the kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist aeroplane. Now let me have Salam. Okay. Here is a Taha Jafari. Okay. Well, here we have the points. Now, what is the kinetic power? Now, how can we measure the kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist airplane? Well, let's find out. As we know that the power is the kinetic power is with an equation, and that is kinetic power is equal to kinetic energy divided by spending time. Well, spending time is object travel time. And now, what is equation of kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is half of mv square. Now, what is v? V is velocity, and velocity is equal to distance divided by time. And here uh, velocity of Iranian terrorist aeroplane uh, has an equation. And what is that? That is the direct distance between uh, Tehran from Iran and Texas city of Texas provincial state of United States of America. Then we have a distance 11,000. We have a distance, and that is 11,980 kilometers. Well, it is the flying, while it is the flying route, here the distance is with a unit only as kilometer. Well, here velocity is distance between Iranian terrorist airplane uh, travel distance from Tehran, Iran to Texas Texas provincial state of United States of America divided by their travel time. And what is that? Well, and here we got that our weight of Iranian terrorist air bombing plane contain a weight of 168,250 kilograms. Okay. Now what is the kinetic energy in here? In here is kinetic energy is half of weight of Iranian terrorist air bombing plane multiple by distance between Tehran to Texas square divided by travel time square. And now, while kinetic power is equal to kinetic energy divided by travel time, therefore kinetic power is equal to half of weight of Iranian terrorist airplane multiplied by distance between Tehran, direct distance between Tehran and Texas city square divided by travel time cube. Now here we got that what, how can we find the direct distance, the travel time, and the weight? Well, as a weight we can assume because every national military contains the bombing plane with weight of 170 kilograms or 165 kilograms as a point. And now here is the question: how could I find the flying distance between Tehran and Texas, Tehran from Iran and Texas city from Texas provincial state of United States of America? Well, here is a catch. Here I have the research paper. And what is the research paper? Let's find out. Okay. Okay. Here is the research paper and the points. Okay. Here is the logo of distance .2. Well, here is the context. The logo is look like a flag of Ukraine. Okay, never mind. Here, this is Tehran, Iran, as we got, and this is Texas city, as we got. Now the actual distance. What is the actual distance? The actual distance is 7,435.52 miles. That means 11,966.31 kilometers. And here is no driving route. Well, because here the point is that we have to fly the direct distance. Here the is country Iraq came, Syria came, Jordan came, Israel came, and the Median Sea is here. And then here we go, the Pacific Ocean, and here is the Texas. Well, but now we had a extended route information. Well, here is an information. District 12, Tehran County, Tehran Province, Iran. Well, here is the latitude. It is the latitude 35 degree 41 minute 39.804 second north. And what is the longitude? That is 51 degree 25 minutes 17.436 east. Well, and what is the flying route? What is the local time? Here in Bangladesh time, it is 4:50 p.m. Now, what is the local time? It is as June 22, 2025. Okay. Inshallah, what we have it? Okay. Here we got the flying route is 7,443.81 mile. Okay. Here original distance is 7,436 mile, and the flight route is 7,443 miles. Okay, now let's about the kilometers, because it is the original factor, and that is that 11,797 kilometer. So, guys, it is 11,979 kilometer point 710 meters, and here is the travel time. That is 14 hours 35 minutes. Well, bearing is 270 degree west. Okay, now well, let's check about the flying route. The flying route is that at first the Iranian terrorist airplane has to depart from Tehran. Then they have to cross the sky of Georgia. Then they have to cross the sky of Little Russia. I mean the fraction sky of Russia. Then they have to cross the fraction sky of Ukraine, and repeatedly they have to cross the fraction sky of Russia repeatedly. Then they have to enter the sky of Belarus. Then they have to enter the sky of Lithuania. Then they have to enter the sky of history. Well, uh, then they have to enter the sky of Sweden. Then they have to enter the sky of Norway. Then they have to enter the sky of Iceland. Then they have to enter the sky of Greenland. Then they have to, okay. Okay. Then they have to enter the sky of Canada, and they have to enter the sky of United States of Americans within every uh, state. Now they have to enter the Texas city to land on the city. And what would we do? Then what is that? The point is okay. We have a fraction problem and never mind. Here, what is the population of Texas city? And here is the points. The population of okay, the population of Texas city in 2024 is 58,049. That means it was the calendar when Donald Trump became president of the United States of America. And growing rate is 2.54. Okay. That means now in this calendar, Texas city contains the population of 49,000. It is the large points. And now here we go. As a calculator, we have calculated that we have an input the weight as 84,125 kilometers. And now we know the original weight of the Iranian terrorist air bombing plane is 168,250 kilograms. Then why we have input is 84,125 kilograms? Because we know the weight is 168,250 kilograms, and the half of the weight is 84,125 kilograms. Okay. Now we have an input as a distance between direct distance between Tehran of Iran and Texas city of Texas provincial state of United States of America. Well, and what is that? That is 11,980 kilometers. Okay. As we have to convert the kilometer to meter, what is that? That is 11,980,000 meter square. And what is the travel time? Travel time is 14 hours 35 minutes. Well, as a calculator, if we have to convert the second, that is 52,500 seconds. And we have an input that 52,500 second cube. And what is the points? Here is the points, and that is 38,000. The kinetic power is 83,438 watt. Okay. Well, I I have to have a reply the Ajan. Well, 2 minutes wait, please. Well, uh, I have to reply the Ajan. Therefore, we have to for some moments. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Ayyal as-salah, ayyal as-salah, ayyal al-falah, ayyal al-falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Okay. Now here that is a coincidence. 2 minutes at least. Okay. The coincidence is that as an individual person, you know that I am a Muslim woman and I am a Muslim lesbian. Okay. Almost in every country of the world, Muslims can live in peacefully. But problem is that some of Muslim country has been a terrorist country. And as the real example, Iran became a terrorist country. Therefore, Iran contains Islamic regime. Okay. And here we got accordance with a direct route. Well, what is now we have a point. Let's find out what is the weight of ground attack weight. Plane. Ground attack plane. Well, here is the points. What is weight of ground attack plane? I hope it would be confidential. Okay, the ground attack plane is 22.950 kilograms. Okay, as a take-off weight. Well, ground attack plane is a part of the drone. Okay, the ground attack plane is at the takeoff weight is 22,950 kilograms. And now here we got to know. Well, and as we know that we can have the combat attack or planes as a F-16 or something like that. But here the point is that, well, this is the calculation. Well, if you don't believe, you can calculate yourself. Okay. Now, what if it would not be bombing a plane of Iranian terrorist air force? Then it can be the Iranian terrorist ground attack plane. Okay. Now let's have the points. Okay. Well, what is half of 22,950? That is 11,475. Okay. Now let's have the calculation about ground reality. Okay. 11,475 multiplied by 11,980,000 meter square. Okay. 1 2 3 1 2 3. And now here are the points. What is input of second cube? That is 5 to 5,000 second. I apologize. That would be 52,500 seconds. Okay. And now, what would be that? That would be 11.381.2095626822158 watt. And as a round figure, it would be say 11,382 watt. Okay. Now, we have a kinetic power of Iranian terrorist bomber plane. So as that is 83,834 watt. Okay. Now we have to divide the kinetic power of Iranian terrorist bombing airplane divided by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And let's we have a percentage. And here we got what we got. The got is the kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane is 0.166876 percent. Okay. Let's have the ground attack kinetic power. Ground attack plane kinetic power is 11,382. Now let's divide the kinetic power by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 power. And what is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And now let's have the percentage. Okay. The percentage is 0.22764%. Okay. Now let's check the root. Repeatedly let's check the root. Okay. We have checked it. Okay. Now, as an American person, every American person living in Texas City has a valuable life. Their life is more valuable than any other points because they are Americans. Okay? Now let's have the point. Here we got a point that the point is that uh, where is the flying route? The flying route is uh, George, Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Estonia, and then Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Greenland, Canada. Well, here is the route we have mentioned. Okay, but now as a route, when 0.166876% of nuclear power to generate a nuclear weapon cannot travel the direct route via the sky of Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, Estonia, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Greenland, and Canada. Well, where the distance, flight route distance is 11,980 kilometers, and the bombing plane contains the weight of 168,250 kilograms, and the travel time is 14 hours 35 minutes. It is the large issue, as we can perceive. Okay. It is the large issue, but not a least issue. Okay, this is the bombing plane of Iranian terrorist air force. But Iranian terrorist air force contain ground attack plane to have a terrorist attack. And what is the power? Their power is 11,382 watts. Well, as we know that 50,000 kilowatt is implement to generate a nuclear weapon, and now there is a reality, and that is 0.227 I apologize 0.022 I apologize repeatedly 0.022764% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of the petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane can reach 11,980 kilometer with a velocity of 214 meters. Well, I didn't mention the velocity with that, but with the travel time of 14 hours 35 minutes. And here we have a catch. And the route is sky of Georgia, sky of Russia, sky of Ukraine, sky of Belarus, sky of Latvia, sky of Estonia, sky of Sweden, sky of Norway, sky of Iceland, sky of Canada. Well, This is the huge problem. I can know this is the national issue of this is the issue of the national security of United States of America. Well, I know the national security threat. Gal Gadot know the national security threat. Even my American CIA agent wife, Jonabetta, know the national security threat. But here is the irony. And what is the irony? Okay. The irony is that CIA Central Intelligence Agency Director Tulsi Gabbard, notwithstanding knowing the level of security threat of Iranian terrorist air force, they have the no idea about what? They have no ideas how to arrange a security system against well, Tulsi Gabbard has no idea how to arrange a security system to protect the United States sovereignty against Iranian terrorist airplane, where the plane contained a terrorist plan of to have a terrorist attack against 59,000 Americans living in Texas. Well, uh, and it is the large threat. But what is a small threat? I don't know. Uh, as my points, it is the largest thread we have proceed. Our points and we can have the well okay as the point of Tulsi Gabbard. Well, performance on the Iranian terrorist air force. Okay, now it would be the points. Okay, now let's have a point as we can proceed. And what is that? Tulsi Gabbard performance. Iranian Iranian terrorist air force. Okay. Now I have to save. Okay. Now it is saving on that. Yes, it is saving. Okay. Now here is the Air Force. Iranian terrorist airplane. Okay. Now we can consider on it. Well, here, okay, second 5 case. Well, we would blank the negative marking. We would blank the performance. Okay. We would blank the negative markings here. and now we would blank the performance. Okay, and now here we would have 20 case, but every case marking is 100, marking is 10. Well, to obtain 100%, we have to place solve only 10 and choose only 10, and therefore okay, here is our case. And what is our case? The case is 20. Still, each incorrect case negative marking is 10. Well, and now we have the first 5 case. Well, in the 5 case, here negative mark 10 mark has been negative. Now in 20 in 100 marks, Tulsi Gabbard performance balance is 90. Okay, here Tulsi Gabbard performance balance is 90. As we can proceed it. Okay. Now we are talking about the previous case. Let's talk about it. Previous case in the previous case, while case is 15 and intelligence report was about Iranian terrorist navy on United States of America. As the end of 15 case, Tulsi Gabbard performance score is minus 50. And here, if we can say the Tulsi Gabbard's performance balance, now here we got a balance. Before start, performance balance is 100, but now her performance balance is 90. Okay. Now we have one case in Iranian intelligence reports of Iranian terrorist airplane. At the first case, negative mark is 10. Tulsi Gabbard got. Well, and now here is the points. Okay. What if that would be the Iranian terrorist air flying tank? Well, in this topic, I have noticed that I have an image, I have photos with clicking the flying tanks of Israeli armies. Therefore, we know what would be that. Okay. Well, the flying tank, as we can know, just 2 minutes. Okay, where it is going? Never mind if even if we have lost it. Now let's have to take it. Okay. Uh, well, now let's talk about the points. Uh, you know that we were talking about Palestinian tanks, and what is the weight? The weight is 53,000 kilograms, right? Okay. And for the points, well, okay. And for the points, here we have to go to, well, Tulsi Gabbard, Iranian terrorist air force contains a flying tank. And what would be the weight? The weight would be 53,000 kilograms. Well. And now, if that would be the Iranian terrorist flying tank, the kinetic energy of the petrol of Iranian terrorist flying tank would be 26,284 watt, right? And here's the points. It would be much lighter than it. Now let the kinetic power to be divided by the power to generate a nuclear weapon, and then we have a percentage. What is the power to generate nuclear weapon? That is 50,000. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. Now what is the percentage? The percentage is 0.52568. Now believe it me or not, it would be possible, probable the terrorist point, and we have to notify it. Okay, salam. Okay. Now here I have to check my route. Our route is okay. When flying tank would be contain a weight of 53,000 kilograms. The kinetic power is 26,284 watt, and that would be 0.05258% of nuclear power to generate a nuclear weapon. And now there is a catch. While 0.05258% power to generate a nuclear weapon, as the kinetic power of our petrol of Iranian terrorist flying tank can travel 11,980 kilogram with the travel time of 14 hours 35 minutes, while the distance is the distance is well, the route is sky of Georgia, sky of Russia, sky of Ukraine, sky of Belarus, sky of Latvia, sky of Estonia, sky of Sweden, sky of Norway, and sky of Iceland, sky of Greenland, sky of Canada, and then sky of northern United States of America. And they have a plan to have a terrorist attack to assassinate 59,000 innocent Americans to live in Texas City. That is the largest scale threat I can perceive. Okay, now here, and therefore I cannot tolerate. Moreover, I cannot imagine that how can a Central Intelligence Agent Director can have a largest failure to detect Iranian terrorist air force airplane system containing a probable high risk on Texas security, national security of United States of America. And I think, and what about I think? I think that, okay. Well, I think she would like to die Mariana Trench of our points. Okay. She would die at Mariana Trench of Pacific Oceans. Well, we are talking about land sky, but we did not talk about the naval sky. Well, let's talk about naval sky. Well, Iranian terrorist airplane can be threat on Dead Sea. Iranian terrorists can be threat on Northern Sea. Iranian terrorists can be threat on Northern Ocean, the sky of Northern Ocean. Iranian terrorist airplane can be threat of Northern Pacific Ocean. And there is what I have been scared. Okay. Now here is the Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari. Okay. Now let's have the points. The alternate power of Iranian terrorist air bombing plane with 80 kilometer per hour. Well, as we can assume, okay. Okay, therefore we can proceed. 11,980 kilometer divided by 14 hours and some fraction of hours, that is 35 minutes. Okay. Now let's convert minute to hour. As we know, 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay. And that is 822 kilometers. Now, as we achieve the velocity of 822 kilometers per hour, but what if that would be the 80 kilometers per hour? Okay. Now let's have the fraction. Well, 1 4 plus second bracket 3 5 divided by 6 0 2. Okay, multiple by 10. Now that is 46. Okay, now 145 hours. Okay, 145 hours 50 minutes, as we can perceive. Now 145 3600 and divide and the plus 50 multiplied by 60. Okay, 525,000 seconds. Well, that would be the if the plane would contain only of 80 kilometer per hour, then it would take time of 145 hours 50 minutes. Okay, that means 525,000 seconds. And now, okay, 84125. Okay, let's have a calculator. 82125 multiple by 11,980,000 meter square. Okay, and then what is that divided? Well, that is 525 to the 1 okay, 525 oh, now here we got to know the 84125 multiplied by 11,980,000 seconds divided by, what is that, 525,000. Okay, that would be cube. Then what would be that? That would be 83.4 83.444 watt. That would be 83.444 watt. And now, what would be that? Uh, that would be divided by the power to generate a nuclear weapon, that is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. Then we have a percentage. Well, 1.66874 E minus 4%. Okay. And well, it doesn't matter if that would be the bombing plane or ground attack plane or flying military tank, and it doesn't matter, that would be the velocity of 800, okay, 22 kilometer per hour or 80 kilometer per hour. Well, even if that would be 80 kilometer per hour, still 0.000166874 percent of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist air bombing plane can have a capability to pass the direct distance of 11,980 km with a travel time 145 hours 50 minutes with the current route of Georgia, Russia, sky of Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, Latvia, Estonia, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Finland, Canada, and northern United States of America, and Belarus, and they have had a plan to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 innocent Americans living in Texas City. That is the great threat I have perceived. Well, as a point, I have said that Tulsi Gabbard got 10 negative marks. Okay, now I have to erase the points. But here is the file I have saved. Okay, there is a long calculator memory. Okay. Okay, and now here we have a points, and now there is file number 1. Okay, this is case number 1. Here it is the same departure Tehran from Iran. It is the same arrival Texas City, Texas, the United States of America. Now here is the new Via Road. What is the Via Road? Via Road, Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, India, Tokyo, Japan, from Japan, Cape Town from South Africa, and Buenos Aires from Argentina. Well, we have a distance balance, and that is 40,649 kilometers, and we have a travel time that is 50 hours 18 minutes. That means 181,080 seconds. We know the weight. Okay. Now here is a question that where I got find the information of air flight distance of 40,679 kilometers. Just have a word for me. Okay. Uh, I have to say I have said the via route is Kanyakumari from Tamil Nadu, Tokyo from Japan, uh, Cape Town from South Africa, and Argentina. Here's the first part of the route. Okay. Here is the distance, that is 2,521 miles. That means 4,056 kilometers. Now here is the flying route. And what is flying route? Okay. Okay. Here is the flying route. Now flying route is that 2,469.38 miles. That means 3,974 kilometer, 90 meter, with a travel time of 5 hours 10 minutes. Where is the bearing? Bearing is 139.09 south east. Okay. What is the midpoint of the first private route? That is 22.41122 latitude, 55.79162 longitude. Okay. Here traveling rules. Okay. Now we have a Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, India. You have to check it out. As a geo coordinate, latitude is 8 degree 5 minute 24.288 north. Longitude is 77 degree 32 minute 27.6 second east. Here's the local time here. The local time is local time I have noticed that that is 14 2.19 2 p.m. 19 minutes. Okay. Now let's have the refreshment. Okay. That is 5 p.m. 17 minutes. Okay. Here is the similar distance. Okay. And it is the first fraction of the route to attack Texas city of United States of America, that is Kanyakumari. What would that happen? It would happen because now there is a friendship between Iran and India, and that is the large problem. Just because Narendra Modi doesn't have any ideology, but she is always criticized the ideology of Donald Trump. Okay, now here is the second faction. The second designation is uh, second destination is Tokyo, Japan. Okay, and now this distance is 4,336.36 miles. That means 6,978 kilometer, 700 meters. But here is the flight route, and what is that? That is 4,341.86 mile. That means 6,978 kilometer 55 meters, 550 meters, and the travel time is 8 hours 43 minutes. Well, here is the last stop geographicals. Latitude is 35 degree 41 minute 22.200 north. Longitude is 139 degree 41 minute 156 second east. Okay. Now here we go. The time is 7 in Indian. Well, as a Japan times. Well, let's have the refreshment. FBB. Okay. It is the local time is 8 p.m. 50 minute in Japan, while we have a local time in Bangladesh that is 5 hours 50 minutes. Okay. Now here is the longitude, latitudes. Okay. And now we have the third fraction of the destination. Okay. Now we have a third destination is the city to Cape Town, and district is 9,146.83 miles. That means 14,720 kilometer 410 meters, and well, here's the flying route. That is 9,143.7 miles. That means 14,715 kilometer, 360 meters. And here we have a travel time. That is 17 hours 48 minutes. And the geo coordinates is latitude of 33 degree 54 minute 53.133 south. Longitude is 18 degree 32 minute 55.350 east. Okay. Now here is one in Japan, that is night. Okay. And now here we got a Brusen Areno. Well, as we lost our internet, we lost our connector live. Okay. Here, first destination is Cape Town from South Africa, and second destination is Argentina, Buenos Aires. Neighbor country is Uruguay. Ah, well, now here distance is 4,274.97 miles. That means 6,879 kilometer 900 meter. And where is the our well where and that is our travel flight route. Okay. Here is the flight route that is 4,286.75 miles, and as a kilometer that is 6,898 kilometer, 850 meters, and the travel the time is 8 hour 36 meters. Okay, and the last stop. As we can perceive, okay. Well, let's have to have a chill, guys. Well, here is some points. Oh, here we have the informations. Now check it out. The last route is fraction is Buenos Aires to Texas City of the Texas provincial state of the United States of America. The distance is 5,022.29 miles. That means 8,082 kilometer 590 meters. And as the effect, the flight route, well, here is the flight route, that is 5,033.19 miles, that means 8,100 kilometer 140 meter, and the travel time is 10 hours 1 minute. Okay. Well, as the combine of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 routes, here we can find that it is the best for the combined distance we got find 14,679 kilometer, and we have combined travel time that is 50 hour 18 minutes. Okay, now let's have the kinetic power of the petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane. As we have weight 168,250 kilograms, then half of weight is 84,125 kilograms. And now, as a distance square, our input is 40,679 kilometer. That means 40,679,000 meter square as distance square. When what is the 50 hour 18 minutes? Let's have to find. Well, we know that what is the points? Oh my God. 1 hour is 306. I apologize. We know 1 hour is 3600 seconds, and 1 minute is 60 seconds. Now 50 hours 18 minutes means 181,000 80 seconds. And now the travel time cube is 1000. I apologize. The travel time cube is 181,080 second cube. And what is the kinetic power? We know the equation of kinetic power is 0.5 m multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. And what is the result? The result is 23,446 watt. And now uh, here we can divide the kinetic power, that is 23,446 watt, divided by the power to generate nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And let's have the fraction. Okay, 0.46892. But now let's explain the root. Okay, now as explain the root, there is a distance, direct distance. In first fraction there is a direct distance between Iran and India, and here is a middle place, that is Arabian Sea. But now in the second fractions, as a route, we have to cross Bay of Bengal, sky of Bay of Bengal. We have to cross Myanmar. We have to cross Laos. We have to cross the China, and then we have to cross. We have to enter the sky of Japan. Okay, and what is in the third points section? We have a departure from Japan, then we have to cross back China, we have to cross back Laos, we have to cross back, and but now we have to cross the sky of Thailand, then we have to cross southern Bay of Bengal, then we have to cross the Indian Oceans, then we have to sky, then we have to cross okay, then we have to cross the sky of southern Madagascar, then we have to cross the southern South Africa. Okay, but in the points fourth fraction there is a chill because the flying route is only in southern oceans. But the last fraction there is that is very interesting. That is we have to cross Argentina sky, we have to cross sky of Paraguay, we have to cross sky of Bolivia, we have to cross sky of Peru, we have to cross sky of Ecuador, we have to cross sky of Panama, we have to cross sky of Guatemala, we have to cross the sky of Mexico, we have to cross the Gulf of Mexico, we have to cross the Gulf of America to enter direct Texas City. And now, well, now let's talk what is the percentage of the power to generate nuclear weapon, that is 0.046892%. This is the great national threat for the United States of America, because Iranian bombing plane, Iranian terrorist bombing plane contain 0.046892% of power to generate a nuclear weapon, as a kinetic power of petrol to fly the distance 40,679 kilometers with the travel time of 50 hours 18 minutes, where the route is Arabian Sea, India, Bay of Bengal, Myanmar, Laos, China, Japan, and then repeatedly Laos, Thailand, Southern Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, Southern Madagascar, Cape Town, Southern South Africa, northern part of Southern Ocean, Argentina, sky of Argentina, sky of Paraguay, sky of Bolivia, sky of Peru, sky of Ecuador, sky of Colombia, sky of Panama, sky of Guatemala, sky of Gulf of Mexico, and sky of Gulf of America. And what is the plan? The plan is okay. The plan is to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 Americans live in Texas City, the provincial state Texas of the United States of America. Well, here is the points, and now we know the real security threats. Calgary don't know the real security threat, but lazy Tulsi Gabbard, director of Central Intelligence Agency, is still lazy to arrange a security system to protect the United States sovereignty on Asia, Africa, and Latin America against Iranian terrorist air force. Now, what could she do in case 1? Now, I would tell what could Tulsi Gabbard do if there were case 0, that means direct distance. Okay. Now, okay. Well, in the fly is that nowadays Pakistan has a temporary strategical ally of the United States of America. Women is the ally of the United States of America. United Arab Emirates is ally of United States of America. Therefore, they can as a request of Tulsi Gabbard as an director of United States Central Intelligence Agency. Well, Northern Arabian Sea uh, is the chicken neck for Iranian terrorist air force between Oman and Pakistan. But here, because of our failure of Tulsi Gabbard, uh, Iranian terrorist air bombing plane have a safe passage. Okay, now so there is a second chance in Sri Lanka, but Tulsi Gabbard lose the opportunity. And now was a third chance because India in Bangladesh, uh, Dr. Muhammad Yunus is the current head of the Bangladesh government. Well, Myanmar has a military dictatorship. Uh, Therefore, it would be easy for America to did, handle the Iranian terrorist airplane by the Air Force of Bangladesh with the chief advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus and Myanmar military dictatorship. Okay, there is no hope in China, but there is a hope in Japan because Japan is American economic ally. Okay, now there is a well 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a fifth chance in Laos, Thailand, and there is a in Africa. There is a first chance to tackle the Iranian terrorist air force in Iranian in southern Madagascar. Well, as in South African black dictatorship, as a request of Tulsi Gabbard, American Air Force could resume the black dictatorship, remove the regime of black dictatorship of South Africa and can tackle of what? Tackle Tokyo. Okay? Tackle the Iranian terrorist Iranian terrorist airplane from Tokyo. Okay? Now here is seventh chance on Argentina that Tulsi Gabbard missed. And last hope is there is no last hope because every of them is communist, but the last hope is only to change the Mexican communist regime, Guatemala communist regime, Peru communist regime, Bolivia communist regime, and Argentine dictatorship regime. But Tulsi Gabbard is too lazy to arrange the proper security system in Latin America. Southern Africa and Asia, and there is the large failure I can consume. Okay. Well, what if that would be the Iranian terrorist ground attack plane in lieu of bombing plane? Okay, let's find out. Uh, then the okay, according with research, then that would be the weight of 22,950 kilograms. Okay. Now here with the chance. Okay. We have the kinetic power of the Iranian terrorist bombing plane. But what would be the points? 168 to 5 divided. Let's divide it by 168,250 kilograms and multiple by 22,950 kilograms. And what would be that? Well, that would be 3,199 watt. Okay. Now let's divide 3,199 watt by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. Now let's have a fraction. Okay. And that is let's have a percentage, and that is 0.00639626. Okay, percent. Well, and now here is the point. 0.046892% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as the kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist airplane can be capable to travel the distance of 40,696 kilometer. 696 kilometer, and with the travel time of 50 hours 18 minutes, while the their route is from Tamil Nadu, Japan of India. Well, Tamil Nadu of India, Japan, Cape Town of South Africa, Buenos Aires of Argentina, well, and Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America. Well, there as the largest thread we can proceed. And threat is this is the dangerous threat for a national security of United States of America, while the Iranian terrorist bombing plane would have an intention to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 Americans living in Texas City. Well, that would be the last state, but I was surprised that our intelligence agent, the director of Central Intelligence Agency, Tulsi Gabbard, is too lazy to counter the Iranian terrorist airplane. On in Pakistan, Oman, chicken neck, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, China, Cape Town of South Africa, and Argentina. That was the large threat we have perceived. Well, now I have told about the points of bombing planes. Now I have not said about the ground attack airplanes from Iranian terrorist air force. Well, then the power, kinetic power is 3199, and that is 0.00639626% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon. And when a Iranian terrorist ground attack airplane contains the kinetic power as well, an Iranian terrorist ground attack plane contains 0.00639626% of power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack airplane. Then the total distance is 40,679 kilometers, where departure is Tehran, Iran, and arrival is Texas City of the Texas provincial state of the United States of America, and the travel time is 50 hours 18 minutes. That means 50 hours 18 minutes. Well, and the intention to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 Americans living in Texas City, the Texas provincial state of the United States of America. Then I have the doubt on the capability of Tulsi Gabbard as a national director of Central Intelligence Agency. Well, and what if that would be the flying military tank? Then the weight would be 53,000. Okay. Now 23,466 watt is divided by 168,250 kilogram, and then multiplied by 53,000 kilograms. Okay, the result is 7,392 watt. Okay. Well, here is the small point, but the largest point is too dangerous. We can proceed. And let's divide 7,392 watt by the power to generate nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And let's have the percentage. Okay. The percentage is well. Here is the percentage. Well, the percentage is 0.0147839%. Well, and now here we can catch while 0.014783928677563% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist flying tank can travel the distance of 40,679 kilometers from the depart port Tehran, Iran to arrival port. What arrival port? The arrival port Texas City, Texas, the United States of America, with a travel time of 50 hours 18 minutes, and the plan is to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 innocent Americans living in Texas City. It is the national threat we can assume. But I know the level of national threat, and Galgados know the level of national threat. Even my wife, the United States Central Intelligence Agent, Joanna Petra, know the level of the national threat of the United States of America. But Tulsi Gabbard, to be the director of United States National Security Intelligence, that means the director of Central Intelligence Agency, she could not arrange any security system to protect United States sovereignty in Southern Asia, in Africa, and in Latin America, in Northern America, and that is the greatest threat. And as the laziness on the case one, okay, as the laziness on the case one, well, okay. Here, Tulsi Gabbard. Where is Control J? Let's find the Control J. Well, the negative mark is 10 added. Now, negative mark is 20, and now Tulsi Gabbard performance balance is 80. 10 marks have been negative. And now, well, it is the frustration of us, because as Iranian terrorist navy on United States of America, so as a director of United States National Security Intelligence, Donald Trump believes that Tulsi Gabbard is good for nothing, because her performance score is in -50, where case is 15 and mark is 100. And here is the same pattern. Here mark is 100, case is now 20, but the first case negative mark is 20 and the balance is 80, where at the start of the life balance was 100. Well, to in the intelligence reports of Iranian terrorist navy, Tulsi, Director of National Security Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard is a proven 100% failure, and now she is going to be a 20% failure in the intelligence report of Iranian terrorist airplane on United States of America. Okay, and perhaps Donald Trump is frustrated why I have appointed Tulsi Gabbard as a director of Central Intelligence Agency. She is good only for social media, but perhaps she is not good in the real field of Central Intelligence Agency. Well, now here a probable case. Now here we have a probable case of the single velocity. Well, in there we have a multiple velocity in the multiple fraction of root, but here we have a single velocity. And what is that? That is what is that? That is 214 meter per second. And what would be that? That is that 822 kilometer per hour. Okay, and now route is same, departure is same, velocity is same, but the change is that now travel time we have a single velocity as 214 meter per second, and as an effect travel time is 52 hours 48 minutes 9 seconds. That means if we have convert the hour into seconds, we know that 1 hour is 3600 seconds and 1 minute is 60 seconds. And now the meaning of 52 hours 48 minutes 9 seconds is 190,089 seconds. Well, we know the weight, bombing weight, plane's weight, that is 168,250 kilograms. Okay. Well, everything is unchanged, but the travel time cube has been changed, and that is 52 hours 48 minutes 9 seconds squared. That means 190,089 seconds. Okay, then what would be happen? There is 20,267 watt as kinetic power of the petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane. Okay, now let's have the calculator. My Adonai. Now we have to delete every calculating memory. Well, we have a kinetic power that is 20,267 watt. Okay. Now let's convert. Okay. Now let's convert the kinetic power into the percentage of the power to generate a nuclear weapon. Now let's divide the kinetic power by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And what is the percentage? Okay, the percentage is 0.40534%. Okay, of the power to generate a nuclear weapon. Okay, now as a single velocity 822 kilometer per hours, where 0.04053% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane is able to depart from Tehran, Iran, and arrive Texas City, the Texas provincial state of the United States of America, with via route of Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, India, Tokyo, Japan, Cape Town, South Africa, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Panama, Guatemala, Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America, Pacific Ocean, Arabic Oceans, Bay of Bengal. Well, it would be that, okay, and with the distance of 40,679 kilometer with the travel time of 52 hours 48 minutes 9 seconds, with the intention to have a terrorist attack against 59,000 Americans living in the Texas city. And there is there is the perfect example that with lowest power as kinetic power of the aeroplane system, Iranian terrorists can be secure threat of the national security of United States of America. We know the level. My wife, Jona Petra, is an United States Central Intelligence agent. She know the level. And my Israeli girlfriend Gal Gadot know the level. But at Tulsi Gabbard, as the United States Director of Central Intelligence Agency, is too lazy that she could find how can counter 20,267 watt of Iranian terrorist bombing plane, where the kinetic power is 0.040536 of the power to generate a nuclear weapon, and that is not even 0.1%. And just imagine what if Iran contains a nuclear power, and it is an Islamic terrorism with a nuclear weapon. Okay, now I am talking about bombing plane. But what if that would be the uh, Iranian terrorist ground attack plane in lieu of bombing plane? Well, we know that the ground weight of the ground attack plane is 22,950 kilograms. Well, let's have the comparison. Okay. Now we have the bombing plane kinetic power. Uh, 20,267, that is divided by 168,250 kilogram and multiplied by what and multiplied by 22,950 kilograms. Okay, we know the result. What is the result? The result is 2,765 watt. And now let's divide it 2,765 watt divided by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? Okay, that is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And and as a percentage, what we get? We get 0.0025290062407222%. Okay. Well, I would like to say my opinion, and as an opinion, where as a 0.0055290062407132% of power to generate a nuclear weapon as a power as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane can travel 40,679 kilogram to depart Tehran from Iran and arrive at Texas city of the Texas provincial state of the United States of America. And while the via route is Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu of India, Tokyo of Japan, Cape Town of South Africa, Southern Madagascar, Sri Lanka, Buenos Aires from Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Panama, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Honduras, Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America, Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal with the velocity of 822 km per hour with a travel time of 52 hours 48 minutes 9 seconds. Then here is the probability to have an intention to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 Americans to live in Texas City, Texas and the United States of America. Okay, and as an effect, we know that is the large threat from Iranian terrorists ground attack plane. My wife, Jonah Petra, is a United States Central Intelligence Agent. She knows that this is the large level of national threat for well, national security of United States of America. But as a director of United States National Security Intelligence, what would well, what did our Tulsi Gabbard do? She is too lazy that I cannot imagine. She is too lazy that she cannot arrange any security system on Southern Asia, Eastern Asia, Southern Eastern Asia, Northern Eastern Asia, Southern Africa, Latin America, and Southern of Native Americans, and that it is the national and I think that she could not arrange this protection against Iranian terrorist airplane. Therefore, I believe that Tulsi Gabbard would die on to sink on Mariana Trench of Pacific Oceans. Well, what if that would be the only military, only the flying military tank? Okay. Well, here is the points, and we know that is 20th. We know that Iranian terrorist bombing plane as 20,267 watt, and that is divided by 168,250 kilogram, and then multiplied by 53,000 kilogram. Now let's point about that. That is 6,385 watts. And now let's divide 600. Let's divide 6,385 watt by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. Now let's have the percentage. What is that? That is 0.01276851144. Okay. Well, here is the points. 0.01276851144% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist flying tank can travel the distance of 40,679 kilometers to depart from Tehran, Iran, and arrive to Texas city of the Texas provincial state of the United States of America. Well, and while their velocity is 822 km per hour and the travel time is 52 hours 48 minutes 9 seconds. Well, there I am scared if that is the intention to have a terrorist attack on what on 60,000 on 60,000 innocent Americans living in Texas City, the provincial state Texas of the United States of America. Well, that is the largest state that is not even 0.2%, and for the ground attack bomb that is not 0.01%, and the bombing plane the kinetic power is not even 0.05%. Okay. Well, I have the marking now. Let's have the marks on Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. Now in Bangladesh that is 7 p.m. That means in New York time 8 p.m. Tulsi Gabbard have woke up. Okay. Okay, here is the negative marking. Increase 10. Now, in 5 cases, we have 30 negative markings, and Tulsi Gabbard performance balance is Tulsi Gabbard performance credibility is 70 out of 100, and that is the large concern for Donald Trump, that now why he appoint Tulsi Gabbard as a United States National Security Intelligence Director, because in the intelligence report of Iranian terrorist navy on United States of America, Tulsi Gabbard content credibility is minus 50 out of plus 100. Well, there is a less credibility, we can assure that. Okay. Well. And as in points, we can have the points, and here that is well. Now we have a case 2. We have a new route, but we have the same departure as Tehran, Iran. We have a same arrival, Texas City, Texas of the United States of America. Well, here distance is 25,334 kilometer. Well, the travel time is 31 hours 47 minutes. As we know, 1 hour is 3600 seconds and 1 minute is 60 seconds. Therefore, the value of 31 hours 47 minutes is 181,080 seconds. And we know the bombing plane, and that is 168,250 kilograms. And now here we knows that the kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane, we use the kinetic power equation, that is 0.5 m multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. And now Here distance is 25,334 kilometer. Hence, distance square is 25 million 334,000 meter square. And now, since we have travel time as 31 hour 47 minutes, therefore okay, let's have the points. I have to, 2 minutes to have reply the ajans. Just 2 minutes. Okay. Here I can say as replying the Ajan. So let's have the reply. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Ayyul salah, ayyul salah, ayyul falah, ayyul falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Okay. Well, let me have if I have made a mistake. Well, here calculation is too confusing. Okay, here calculation is too confusing. 47, 16. Okay. Oh yeah. The input points is crystal wrong. Okay, let's have the points. 114. 420. Okay. Okay. Well, here we can have the points. Okay. And now, well, we have recorrect the travel time as second. That is 114,420 seconds. Well, while distance is 25,334 kilometers, where distance. Okay. Well, recording as a live stream is on. I have to apologize for internet disturb. While travel time is 31 hour 47 minutes, therefore travel time as cube is 114,420 second cube. And what is the result? The result is 30,400 43 watt. Okay, but now here is a question: how could we measurement the distance and the travel time? While the new via route is uh, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Beijing, China, and Venezuela. Okay, perhaps that would be the catch. Okay, now I have points. Okay, well, it is the points. Here is Tehran, the capital city of Iran, and here that is Bangladesh, Dhaka, capital city of Bangladesh. And now, okay, and now here we have a distance between Tehran and Dhaka. The actual distance is 2463.07 miles, and as a kilometer, that is 3963.92 kilometer. That means 3963 kilometer 920 meters. But as a as a live route, as a flight route, what is that? That is 2461.53 kilometer. But what is the 2461.53 miles? But as a kilometer, that is 3961 kilometer 450 meters, and the traveled distance is 5 hour 90 minutes. 5 hour 90 minutes. Okay. Here is the bearing, that is 109.54 degree eastern southeastern. Okay, eastern southeastern. When the designation is Dhaka, Bangladesh. Oh, here is the city where I live it. I cannot say the geo coordinates because I live in here. Well, okay. Now here is the distance between Dhaka, Bangladesh and Beijing, China. The actual distance is 1880.50 miles, and as a kilometer, that is 3026 kilometer 370 meters. And what is flying route? Well, that is 1876.61 miles. That is as a kilometer, that is 3020 kilometer 120 meter, and the travel time is 4 hours 3 minutes. Well, I am not supposed to tell about the geo coordinates of Beijing because this is the this is the national threat of Beijing, China. Now what I can do? Now, well, from Beijing, China to Venezuela, the distance is 9,123.17 miles, and in the kilometer, that is 14,000 682 kilometer 333 meters. Well, uh, but as a flying route, well, that is 8,988.38 miles. That means at a kilometer, that was 14,465 kilometer 40 meters, and the travel time is 17 hour 31 minutes. Okay. Uh, well, here is okay. Well, now what is the Venezuela geo coordinates? I can say the locations, because in the last section it is the first points. Latitude is 8 degree north. Longitude is 66 degree west, and the local time. Okay, let's check the local time. Well, the local time is morning 9 o'clock 9 to 6 minute o'clock, and standard is America Canacas system, time zone system. And what is the travel time? Travel time is 5 hour 4 minutes. Okay. Therefore, well, therefore I can calculate the distance as 25,334 kilometers, and the travel time of 31 hours 47 minutes. That means 114,420 seconds. Well, and this is the fraction, that is 36,043 watts. Okay. Now let's compare the kinetic energy. Well, let's compare the kinetic power of bombing plane of Iranian terrorist air force, and the power to generate a nuclear weapon. Okay, let's erase the memory of previous case from calculator. Okay, and now we have kinetic power of the petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane, and let's divide it by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What would be that? That would be 50,000 kilowatt. What would be 50,000 kilowatt? That would be 50 million watt. And let's have the percentage. Okay. Now we have a percentage, that is 0.072086. And now here we got the points. Let's explain the route. Well, Iranian the route is Pakistan, northern Pakistan, northern India, southern Nepal, eastern India before the border of west border of Bangladesh, and then Bangladesh. And now northeast India, well, then Tibet, then the northern China, Beijing, then eastern Siberia, okay, eastern Siberia, northern oceans, Greenland, Canada, and Atlantic oceans, and Colombia. Then the route goes to uh, Caribbean Sea, Cuba, and eastern Gulf of Mexico, uh, and northwest Gulf of America to enter the Texas city. Well, generally it is quite about Houston. Well, Texas city. And what is the plan to have a terrorist attack against Texas city? That is, for the target is 49,000 Americans living in Texas city, and well, there is the points. And now, okay, well, let me have my own points, and that is simple. This is the final words. Well, here is the final words, and that is while 0.072086% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane contains the capability to cross the distance of 25,034 kilometers to depart from Tehran, Iran, to arrive on Texas City, Texas, and of the provincial state of the United States of America. Well, Texas City, Texas provincial state of United States of America, with the travel time of 31 hours 47 minutes. Well, we have energy with that, and where the route is Pakistan, northern Pakistan, northern India, southern Nepal, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Tibet province of China, and with the Tibet province of China, and with Tibet northern China, well, eastern Siberia, northern Pacific Oceans, well, Arctic Oceans, Pacific Ocean, not Arctic Oceans, eastern Canada and western North Atlantic Oceans, and then Caribbean Sea, Venezuela, repeatedly Caribbean Sea, Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America and Cuba. And the intention is to have a terrorist attack against 59,000 Americans living in Texas City of the Texas provincial state of the United States of America. Well, it is the large threat we can proceed. Okay. There is the large threat. Now what can I do for it? I don't know. Well, I know the level of security threats of the national security of United States of America. My girlfriend Gal Gadot know the national dangerous threat level of the threat for national security of United States of America. My wife Jonah Petra is the United States Central Intelligence Agent. She definitely knows the level of threats for national security of United States of America. And as we know, that Tulsi Gabbard is the director of United States National Security Intelligence. That means Tulsi Gabbard is the director of Central Intelligence Agency, but she is too lazy to arrange to counter Iranian terrorist bombing plane on Nepal, on Pakistan, and on Canada and on Caribbean Sea. It is a crystal northern. It is a crystal of Native America, Eastern Native America and Southern Native America continents. I think that Tulsi Gabbard should die on to sink on Mariana Trench of the Pacific Oceans, because I think at the point Tulsi Gabbard is being a little shameful woman to be failure to counter the Iranian terrorist airplane. Well, what could we do? We have no idea. Okay. Now what if that would be the Iranian terrorist ground attack plane in lieu of Iranian terrorist bombing plane? Well, let's find out. Okay. Now here is the points we can perceive. That is, then the power would be 4 hours. Well, the power would be kinetic power would be 4,916.4155601783048142648487%. Not percent, that is watt. Well, let's divide the kinetic power of 4,916.41560160921248142648444264487 watt by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. And what is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. Let's have the percentage. Okay, that is 9.832833031 E minus 7%. Okay. Well, it is not even 0.00001%. Well, what happened to us as the points, and this is the great threat, and we can perceive. Well, 9.83283 E minus 7% of the power to generate a nuclear weapons as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane can travel 25,334 kilometers with the route of northern Pakistan, northern India, southern Nepal, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Tibet state, Beijing, northern Beijing, Tibet state, China, northern China, well, eastern Siberia, Arctic Ocean, eastern Canada, western North Atlantic Oceans, Venezuela, 2 times Caribbean Sea, Cuba, and Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America. Well, the travel time is when the travel time is that 31 hours 47 minutes, then that is a large threat. I can to have an intentions to have a terrorist attack against 59,000 Americans living in Texas City, and Gal Gadot, my Israeli girlfriend Gal Gadot, and my American wife, the United States Central Intelligence Agent Joanna Petra know the level of security threat, national security threat of the United States of America by Iranian terrorist ground attack plane. Okay. Then why Tulsi Gabbard is too lazy while she is a director of Central Intelligence Agency? Well, the World Security speech by Tulsi Gabbard. I think it was the election propaganda. At least she is the 20 years of wokist politicians. Well, and now in the Republican West, she wants to pretend herself to be a nationalist politician, but she is just a wokist politician. Because here we have a point. It is not 0.0000001% power of 1% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane has a potentiality to travel 25,334 kilometers with a route of northern Pakistan, northern India, southern Nepal, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Tibet state of China, northern China, Beijing, eastern Siberia, Arctic oceans, eastern Canada, western North Atlantic Ocean, Venezuela, Caribbean Sea, Cuba, Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, with a travel time of 31 hours 47 minutes to have a terrorist attack against 59,000 Americans living in Texas City. Well, why Tulsi Gabbard is just sleeping? It is the out of control, as we know. Well, in the points I can have to give a negative mark of 10 to Tulsi Gabbard. Well, let's have the performance, and as we can see, well, it has been 2 hours 56 minutes. Well, that's going on. Okay, here judge is Gal Gadot. And now I think Donald Trump frustration level has been increased day by day. Okay, because Tulsi Gabbard's credibility is decreased to the present point 60, while 2 hours 57 minutes earlier it was the credibility marks was 100. And only the topic where the intelligence reports was about Iranian terrorist airplane on United States of America. Well, the previous 3 lives, we have to prove that the Credibility of Tulsi Gabbard as Director of United States National Security Intelligence. In the intelligence report of Iranian terrorist navy on United States of America is minus 50. Okay. Well, but what if we have only the single velocity? Okay. Let's have to say what if we have only a single velocity? Uh, that is 822 kilometer per hour. That means 214 meter per second. Well, distance is same because route is same, departure is same, arrival is same, but velocity is fixed, and that is 214 meter per second. Therefore, we can assure that travel time is 32 hours 53 minutes 4 seconds. Now, what is 32 hours 4 minutes 53 minutes 4 seconds? We know 1 hour is 3600 seconds, and 1 minute is 60 seconds. Now the value of 32 hours 53 minutes 4 seconds is 118,384 seconds. Well, we know that the weight of bombing plane is 168,250 kilograms. Therefore, half of the weight is 84,125 kilograms. Okay. Now the new input of time travel cube is 32 hours 53 minutes 4 second cube. That means 118,384 second cube. Well, let's see what's the result. The result is 32,542 watts. Okay. Well, we have closed the 3 hours, and as we can say, here is 48% of my charge, mobile charging. Okay, let's remove the every calculator memory. Okay, and now, well, we have the new kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane, and that is 32 hour 542 watt. And let divide 32 hour 542 watt by the power to generate a nuclear weapon. What is that? That is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. And let's have the percentage. Well, what is that? That is 0.065084%. Okay. Now let's have the points. While 0.065084% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorists bombing plane can travel 25,334 kilometers with the same route of previous probable uh, and with the same velocity uh, of 822 kilometers per hour with the travel time of 32 hours 53 minutes 4 seconds, and that is what would be the probability? The probability is that, well, what would be the probability? The probability to intention the terrorist bombing attack on 59,000 Americans living in Texas city, the Texas provincial state of the United States of America. Well, I know the level of security threat of the United States of America. My girlfriend Gal Gadot know the level of security threat of the national security threat of the United States of America. Even my wife, American wife, who is United States Central Intelligence Agent, Jonna Petra, even she know the national level of national security of unit threat of she know the level of national security threat of the United States of America. Well, I have to take a rest. Then what would be the travel time? What is doing our Tulsi Gabbard, except being lazy as the director of the Central Intelligence Agency to arrange the security check security system counter Iranian terrorist bombing plane on the place of northern Pakistan or northern Bangladesh or eastern Canada. While in here there is a nationalist left wing, Mike Curley, and Asif Munir as the Field Marshal of Pakistan, and the Chief Advisor of Bangladesh as Dr. Muhammad Yunus, and Vladimir Putin as President of Russia. Well, why Tulsi Gabbard is so lazy? I don't know. Well, but I know that my frustration level is increasing day by day. Okay. We have a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane. But what if that was the ground attack plane in lieu of bombing plane? Let's find out. 2 950. Okay. Now I have divided kinetic power of the petrol of Iranian terrorist bombing plane by 168,250 kilograms. Then I have multiplied by 22,950 kilograms. And what is the result? Well, the result is uh, 4,438.864190 watt. Okay, as kinetic watt of petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane. Now let's divide the kinetic power of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane by the power to generate a nuclear weapon, and that is 50,000 kilowatt. What is 50,000 kilowatt? That is 50 million watt. Now let's have the percentage. Well, what is that? That is the 0.0088880386298666%. Okay. Well, now I have a little question, and that is why 0.0088880386% of the power to generate a nuclear weapon as a kinetic power of petrol of Iranian terrorist ground attack plane can travel 25,334 kilometers with the route of northern Pakistan, northern India, southern Nepal, Dhaka, Bangladesh, eastern of the deeper state of China, northern China, Beijing, eastern Siberia, Arctic Ocean, eastern Canada, western North Atlantic Oceans, Venezuela, Caribbean Sea, and Gulf of Cuba, and Gulf of Mexico, and Gulf of America. Well, with the sustained velocity of 822 km per hour, with the travel time of 32 hours 53 minutes 4 seconds, with the intention to have a terrorist attack on 59,000 Americans living in Texas City, Texas provincial state of the United States of America. Well, I know the level of national security threat of United States of America. My Israeli girlfriend Gal Gadot know the national level of the threat of United States security, national security. Even my wife, who is a my wife Jona Petra, who is a United States Central Intelligence Agent, well, She knows the level of national security threat of the United States of America. Uh, well, because of laziness of Tulsi Gabbard to be Director of United States National Security Intelligence, I think the points. What is the point? I think the point is that uh, Tulsi Gabbard should be die by sinking on Mariana Trench of the Pacific Ocean. Now, negative 10 marks added into negative marks, total negative marks, that is now in first 5 case negative marks is 50, and now the Tulsi Gabbard credibility, uh, 3 hours 14 minutes earlier Tulsi Gabbard credibility marks was 100. Now Tulsi Gabbard credibility marks is on 50. While the intelligence report is Iranian terrorist airplane on United States of America. And now it is not a nuclear attack, but still this is the high level of national security threat of the United States for the United States of America. Now let's have a points. In the Iranian terrorist navy on United States of America as intelligence report, Tulsi Gabbard credibility score has been minus 50. Well, now in 2 intelligence report, Tulsi Gabbard credibility score is 0. Well, now I think Donald Trump is now still being frustrated that why I am appointing Tulsi Gabbard as a United States National Security Intelligence 6 months earlier, because it seems that Tulsi Gabbard is a shameless woman to be National Security Intelligence Director. Okay? Now here we got a security threat points. Well, I have on my life is still on 3 hours 16 minutes. What is the views? I don't know. Well, I have to go. While my mobile charging is at the ends of the points. Let's see. Khota Hafiz.